Hey beautifuls. Today I'm making a video because all of YouTube is like just freaking out over these people who are vegan and going back to eating meat. And I've been kind of trying to stay away from most of that because I don't label myself and kind of put myself in any kind of vegan box. But it's just some of the people that I've subscribed to that I kind of really respected in the plant-based world have come out against raw vegan, even though they claim that they don't. Basically, their video says, hey, it didn't work for me. If you do it, that's fine. But blah, 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 blah is all wrong with it. So that kind of ticked me off. And I rebounded to try to get some of the like frustration and anger out, and I'm trying to let it roll off me, but it's just annoying because, you know, if you've watched any of my videos, you know that I have started a journey from eating crap to cooked food, even that wasn't vegan, to a vegan cooked diet, to a whole food plant-based vegan diet, and now I'm raw. So this video I'm going to slip in before a couple other ones, but hey, FYI, I'm raw now. But I just felt like it needed to be put out there like pretty much right away for my subscribers and the people in my plant-based group. Please, please, please don't put yourself in a box and label you as anything. If you're striving for vegan, you're okay in my book. It doesn't matter if you're a junk food vegan. It doesn't matter if you're a whole food plant-based vegan. It doesn't matter even if you're vegetarian trying to strive for vegan. If you're a meat eater striving for vegetarian, striving for vegan. It doesn't matter if you're striving for raw. I just think that when we start labeling ourselves and we start saying this is who I am instead of this is how I eat, I am a different person, it just starts getting a little muddled. And then people start saying, well, you know, you're not a purist, you can't be a raw vegan, you eat high raw, you're not really a true raw vegan. Like, does it matter? In the grand scheme of things, does it matter what you put in your mouth if it's not harming animals? No, because all of us are vegan and we're all trying to work towards a better environment, better health, saving the animals. And so to me, it doesn't really matter what you eat. I mean, there's wrong ways and right ways of doing every diet. And so, you know, to put a label on yourself and call yourself that that's who you are, that's not who you are. You are you. You have a personality. It's just you just eat a certain way. So I label myself as I eat a raw vegan diet. I guess it would be labeled as high raw vegan diet. I still eat some cooked foods in the ways of, like I eat nori sheets, and I will eat spring rolls. Things like that are still processed of some sort, and I don't eat them a whole bunch. But the thing is I have limited resources, so I'm not going to say I'm a pure, you know, raw vegan or anything like that. And I'm never certainly going to condone any kind of meat eating, but if you're striving for some sort of vegan lifestyle, I'm going to love you where you're at because I was there. At one time, I ate tons of meat. I butchered animals. I heard them screaming as I was killing them and then putting them on my dinner plate. Like, I'm never going to say that you should eat a certain way. I feel, for me, raw vegan is the best. It's where I feel the best. It's where I can actually continue to lose weight and hit my goals. It's where I don't have food addiction anymore. It's where I can eat tons of food and feel full and satiated. And honestly, I've eaten other diets that I felt the same. However, my body is changing, and as it changes, I am going to change with it. And so my eating habits are cleaner than they were before. So I believe that you should eat as much raw food as possible and work your way towards as much raw food as possible. If you cannot hit a raw food diet, I really don't expect you to. It is extremely hard, and about 90% of people will never get there. And second of all, there's not enough scientific data to say that this is the best and only way you should eat. In fact, all of these cooked raw half and half diets, the raw till fours or whatever, are all really, really good. And they have a lot of scientific data behind them saying that they will heal and reverse diseases. So I don't feel like you have to go completely raw. I believe that that's where I need to be in order to feel optimal. And that doesn't mean I'm deficient in anything. It doesn't mean that I'm going to have issues later. I mean, I follow people who have been raw vegan for 25 years. It kind of depends on your body whether you can do raw vegan or not. And I'm not going to put anybody in a box, and I'm not going to love you because you can't be what I am. Like, it's just ridiculous that we're even having these conversations over people leaving veganism and then bashing whatever diet that they were on that made them leave. Because, to be honest, it wasn't the diet that made them leave. It was their choice not to eat a different way to try to fix that. And to go back to eating meat and killing animals is not an answer. So you just have to figure things out, and it's a long journey. And that's what's so bad about being a YouTuber is people watch you and then they try to be you. And it's so horrible. Like, 2 people that I followed, I just was really upset. One wasn't so bad. High Carb Hannah, I'm going to mention her name, was not as bashy as another person. And I will not name that person, but I did leave a fairly nasty comment on their site because I was just upset. And I just don't understand why we're even fighting over this. If they chose to leave veganism, then they chose to leave it. And yeah, they were very high in the YouTube community, and unfortunately there's people that are not going to be okay with that. But when you start picking apart people and not loving people, then it's just, that's not what this world is about. You have to love everybody where they're at regardless, because you might not be on a journey that someone else deems ideal either. And no one's going to be perfect. We are perfectly imperfect people. And I don't know. I'm just going to follow the raw people who don't fit themselves in a box and who will love you where you are. And so, unfortunately, I'm going to have to tweak what I recommend to myself and to others, because true colors come out. And I want people to love people no matter where they are, even if they're still meat eaters. So that's my video. I'm just appalled, honestly. Sorry I look like hell, but I just got done rebounding and taking a shower, and I just wanted to vent this out so that it's out there. Just know that I'm always going to love you where you're at, and you can always pop into my plant-based group. And I have a lot of cooked recipes. And so, in fact, I have all of Veganuary recipes every day of the week is all cooked food. I'm pretty sure there's really nothing raw except for maybe a smoothie. But if you ever feel like you need help trying to figure out any way, I log all my food on Chronometer, and I have all my food logged from when I ate cooked food as well, to show that you're not going to be deficient in anything. You don't need to eat fruit all day long. You can still hit 2,500 calories and still feel full. Some people don't like to feel as full as I do, but for me, that's what makes satiation for me, is feeling like stuffed full. So, yeah, if you ever have any questions, if you ever want to see Chronometer, what I'm eating, I still strive for 80-10-10, regardless of it's cooked, regardless of it's raw, anything. 80-10-10 I think is the best way to go. 80% carbs, 10% protein, 10% fat. And I fluctuate around 10 to 15% fat at this point and a little less protein. But you have to go by what your body wants. And when you start trying to label yourself as a certain way, it just really is hard. So figure it out for you, be who you are, and love people where they're at. That's my message today. So thanks for watching, and have a blessed day.